Alright guys, welcome back. So let's move on to add the foot and the hands. Now just to save time, we can use some of the insert brush here, insert body parts, this one. This one will allow us to insert a lot of different body parts, including the eye, the body, right, and the ear, the mouth, you know, everything you can think of around a human body. I just need the hand and the foot to save some time. Okay, so I'm gonna double click on the foot or just click on it, and that should allow me to click and drag to add a foot. Okay, at the bottom. Okay, so let me do that again. Alright, and then I can rotate the foot. You can see other things are masked when you add its foot. Okay, so just need to put it in the correct position and orientation. And now we have a foot. Okay, let me make it smaller and maybe drag it up, and then, you know, now when I look at this entire body, I'm thinking maybe the leg is a little bit long, but I can accept that. I think a longer leg will look better, even though it's may not be the proper proportion yet, but we can refine the proportion. I personally believe proportion is a design choice, so sometimes it doesn't have to be, you know, precise. But I think the foot can be a little bit smaller, so let me drag it to scale it down by dragging that little square in the middle, and just reposition it. Okay. Alright. Now I can control click to reverse the mask and start to tweak my leg to make it fit with the shape of the foot better. Okay. Now we'll eventually fuse them together, but for now let's just add them in. Okay. So control drag to clear the mask, and then we can use the same brush again, and this time we can use the hand brush to add a hand. Now if it's easier, you can also say let's make this part flat. To do that, there is a brush called Clip Curve, which is going to be this one. You can hit OK or skip this node until next restart, so it's not going to turn up again when you switch back to this brush. And you can hold it down, Control Shift, and drag out a little line here. This is going to cut it up there, okay, to give you a flat plane here. And then you can use the hand brush and you just drag it out here, okay, and then you can reposition it. Alright, now when I look at it now, I'm thinking, okay, my arm is too long, so that's why we need to add the hand as soon as possible, so you see those problems. I'm thinking maybe the hand should be just, you know, over here, okay, instead of over there. So that means my arm is too long. Let me control click to reverse the mask, and then let me also double click on this dynamic thing on the brush size just to make it bigger, and then I can use my move brush to reposition the hand, reposition the arm. Okay, it's way too long, so I'm gonna drag things quite a bit. Alright, and shifting things around. Maybe some smoothing. Okay. Control click. I can also try to reposition the hand a little bit more. Right, maybe a little bit smaller, so, but you don't want the hand to be too small. You want it to be having enough, let's say, enough volume, so that it does feels like it's something over there. Otherwise, when the hand is too small, the character just feels like it's not strong for some reason. So a bigger hand is oftentimes better. So just keep the hand to the correct size or a little bit bigger, and can give you better results. Okay, so I'm just gonna reposition or tweak the shape of the arm just to make it match with the hand a little bit more better. Okay, and then I can also use smooth to shrink the arm inwards. That's too much, but some shrinking here too, just to you know, avoid like this really thick result I'm getting here. So just gonna push and pull things around to trying to get a proper size and volume for the arm. Okay, I don't want a really thick or really muscular arm at all, so I'm trying to make it thinner now and just push things in. I don't quite like this part, it's just too thick, and the elbow is over there, so let me reposition it. Okay. And also the hand will have a little bit bending over there. If you make it too straight, it may look really really stiff. Okay, so give it some flexibility. The hand can be freely rotated when you're modeling it. The rigger wouldn't really bother by that at all, because that's not part of the arm. The arm is something that you need IK setup. The hand is generally okay, so don't worry too much about that. Alright, smooth that out a little bit. See, figure out the surroundings. Okay. Alright. Maybe I can just make the arm a little bit longer. Control click, reverse the mask, and drag the hand down, and then I can extend the arm just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so you can see there are a lot of things you have to take and judge all the time before you move on to detail, like these lengths, for example, the length of the arm and the leg. Make sure that they are good enough before you can dip into the detail, otherwise it's just hard to make adjustment. Okay. Alright, and you add those different elements as soon as possible, so that you know you have a global picture of how everything is looking like. Because if you don't pay enough, if you don't have everything here, it's just impossible to realize if there's something wrong, something you overlooked. So have those things as soon as possible. Okay. Alright, maybe just move the hand back up a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, cool. So now we have every body part there. Now it's time to zoom out and see if there's something we want to fix. Make those big adjustments before we move on into smaller detail, and we can also choose to retopologize if you wanted to after the big adjustment, because smaller detail will be easier to do actually after you do the topology. Okay, but anyway, let's focus on fine-tuning the proportion in the next class, after this class that we have already plugged in everything we need for this body structure. Okay, see you next time.